So, I drive a Tesla Model X that I received in 2016 in July. So that means it's been 2 years ago, and I have done 166,000 kilometers or 103,000 miles since then. And guess what? I haven't replaced my brakes yet. So I'm still using the same brakes that was installed there from the factory. And I sent the pictures to a friend of mine who is a car mechanic, and he looked at them and he was like, "What the heck?" I said, "Yeah." So he said that I have about 50% of the pad left, but of course I shouldn't wear it down to zero before I replace them. But I have driven the car over mountains, pulling my own trailer, but I also pull like big boats or cars or whatever I can pull, and many of those trips also involve going over mountain, which means that normally you would regenerate. I mean, you will like use the friction brake, but as for me, I can regen most of the energy on going downhill. And almost every year I also went on a Europe road trip. I haven't done a trip this year. Well, okay, I did a trip to Germany, just a short one, but yeah, and I used some brakes there. And also this winter I went on this Volleybahn racetrack, and I drove the car like I stole it, and then after a while I smelled some burn stuff, but that was the brakes. Yeah. So you can see that I haven't been too kind to my brakes until now, but okay, from now on I will try to be more gentle with the brakes. But it doesn't mean that I shouldn't use them, because if I don't use them too much, then they will rust. So I have to use them from time to time, of course. But based on this, I will estimate that I can use the brakes. I mean, the brakes will last until about 320,000 kilometers or 160,000 miles. That is a lot, because if you have a fossil car, again, according to my friend, who has been working on fossil cars, he said that most fossil cars, they have to replace the brakes after 40,000 to 80,000 kilometers. It depends how aggressive you drive, I guess, or if you drive with a hat with a fossil car, you might stretch it even more than 80,000 kilometers. But the 40 to 80,000 kilometers is more like the ballpark for fossil cars, whereas EVs, we don't have to use the friction brakes that much because we can regenerate most of it. And this is not just a unique case, because I saw on a post on Facebook on this Tesla Owners Club Norway group, there was a picture of this, it was a 2014 Tesla Model S taxi, and he was finally replacing his brakes after 243,000 kilometers. So he's probably been using it in the city mostly. And then some other guy replied that his Model S had 218,000 kilometers and he still had 60% brake pad left. And then some other guy said, well, he has 260,000 and he hasn't replaced them yet. And then a fourth guy said, well, I have 220,000 and I still haven't replaced the brakes. I was like, yeah, so it's not just one single case. We have many cases, and I guess many of you viewers will also say, oh, but same for me, and I haven't replaced the brakes yet. So this is pretty cool. I mean, why do I mention this? Well, because I want to point out that EVs have less maintenance than fossil cars. So you can also say, you know what, my rear motor has also done 166,000 kilometers, hasn't been replaced. The front motor is a bit different because they replaced it for no reason. They tried to get rid of some rattling, but I mean, it wasn't necessary to replace the front motor. But at least the rear motor is still the original motor, and it's been working great. And you know what? Recently, I took the car to Germany to test it again because I had a new battery, right? It came like the battery was replaced 50,000 kilometers ago. There was an issue with the battery, but they could have repaired it and then give it back to me. But for some reason, they took it in and they gave me a new battery pack. I'm happy for that, of course. But anyway, so the new battery pack has like a new revision. So it's supposed to output slightly more power. So I wanted to know, okay, was it better? So I took it to Germany, and it was actually slightly faster than the old one. But my point is that it's still using the same rear motor, and when you accelerate hard or just in normal use, the rear motor will have more power output than the front. So that means that even if you drive a lot with an EV, you don't lose horsepower even after 166,000 kilometers. You know, the rear motor is still fine. So we don't know yet what other stuff in this car will last like forever. Like maybe the battery, like, you know, the battery was replaced because of the issue. The battery was not replaced because of like insane degradation. The degradation is there, of course, but it's not that bad. So yeah, I think that's it. It's pretty cool, you know. Of course, now you guys can just hammer me with comments like, oh, your Tesla sucks, you know, you have so much issues, your car is at the service center more than you're on the road and stuff like bullshit like that. But okay, just hammer it. But well, at least the brakes, they last a very long time. So I think that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and talk to you later.